Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Boisterous coming to you with some Platinum League Pandemonium out of the map Daybreak LE. Daybreak, yeah, I think it's. I don't know. It's Daybreak. All right, that's all you need to know. Spawning up here in the top right-hand corner as the red Terran, we do have Jazzman, and down here in the bottom left-hand corner we have his opponent, the blue Protoss, Aeolus. And if any of you are wondering why the video kind of lagged for the first 15-ish seconds of this, it's because I'm now using XSplit. So if like the screen starts out all white and messed up, that's why, because XSplit is much easier. It allows me to produce videos in like 2 minutes after commentaries, which I didn't know about until I actually tried to upload one to YouTube, and then I looked back at it and I was like, what the hell? Because it was already done. Like, I went off and like made myself a cup of coffee, and then I came back and my video was uploaded. So I'm now going to be using that because my approximate video making time after actually producing the video with Fraps was like 2 to 3 hours, because I needed to render it out and then I need to upload it, and for some reason the upload times on Fraps videos are very, very long. So the first couple minutes might be a bit lower quality, it might lag a little bit. It shouldn't though, because I'm not dropping any frames currently and I'm not going through a delay server. So that shouldn't happen, there should be no lag. However, it's much easier and it will allow me to produce videos a lot faster and a lot more conveniently for me, because honestly it'll cut my video making time in like to basically like a sixth of what it was. Because it used to be like 3 hours, only 20 of which were commentary. Now it's like 22 minutes with 20 of which being commentary. So it's a pretty good deal for me. I hope it's a pretty good deal for you, because I should be able to crank out these videos. Plus I don't need to add in my overlay manually, which was a bitch, because I needed to position it perfectly in a like 240p video, which is very, very hard to do. Now I can position it perfectly in 720p, because that's how I can look at my XSplit. So that's extremely convenient. Plus I can just add in any other overlay whenever I really want to, because I can do that now. So if I'm doing an SEL commentary, there'll be a little SEL logo here. And I could even add in a title if I'm doing SEL commentaries, and that would be quite pro of me. Anyway, I should probably start actually commentating this game instead of just talking about improvements in my life. So we do have Jazzman and Aeolus, both fast expanding. Aeolus going with the extremely ballsy, no forge, not even like a wall off at his natural fast expand. I'm guessing he did scout this. Oh, he didn't. Wow, this is just a ballsy Protoss. Man, what a beast. And also, if my voice cracks a little bit or I cough really loud at any point during this commentary, it's because I have really bad allergies right now. So my voice is probably a bit different than what you guys are used to, and that's because of allergies. It might also be because XSplit has slightly lower audio qualities, but I doubt that's really the case. Anyway, we have Jazzman going for 3 racks play with no gas, yet at least. There's finally the gas going down, so he's not going to have any Marauders or any really massively huge amounts of Marines anytime soon, because he's not going to be able to react or tech lab, so there's not going to be a huge amount of tech for probably the next minute of this game, at least from our Terran player. It looks like our Protoss player is already getting that warp gate done. He's putting down chrono boost galore on it, and he's actually also chrono boosting out this stalker, so we might see like a little tiny 3-unit push. However, Jazzman already has a bunker down at the front, so it shouldn't do really any amount of damage ever at all. I don't think it's possible for this to do damage. At least I do not believe so. Yeah, it's not gonna do damage. There's too much defense here. With these supply depots here, along with a 3 Marine bunker, the stalker can't do anything to that. He might like damage the bunker a little bit. He might like tap it on the shoulder. And it looks like the probe was going in. He was going to try to plant down a proxy pylon because he didn't know this expansion was here. However, Jazzman is just far too well defended, and he's going to quite wisely step on back. Yeah, that is not a bad decision. It looks like 3 gateways are going down along with a robo, and this warp gate should finish around the time that these gateways finish, so that's quite nicely timed by Aeolus. Now, of course, he has like this kind of awkward spot right here where if he gets any units caught in here, he's never going to get them back unless he kills one of these pylons or one of these buildings, because it's just like a ring. So let's try not to do that, Aeolus. I understand it might be a bit difficult, but that's probably not the greatest idea. Jazzman dropping down them supply depots, just making a supply depot wall versus Protoss, because, you know, Protoss run by is dangerous stuff. Jazzman is also building his factory. He's getting his engineering bay. He's finally getting them 2 reactors up. He's getting stim done on this. He's getting marauders up. He's getting his starport up. He's getting a right, that reactor is definitely for starport. God, allergies also mess with my ability to think. so if anything seems really obvious and it takes me like 3 seconds to get it, that's why, because there's gunk in my brain that's like, you know, it's shortening the ability of electro charges that I'm not in any position to explain anything that has to do with neurons right now, so I'm gonna skip right off that topic. It would look like the observer is just about scouting for Aeolus. He's being quite, you know, he's not being that ballsy with his observer. He wants it to stay safe. He wants it to stay nice. It's really just going to watch the front. And yeah, that's actually not a bad spot for your observer. It's watching the front quite nicely. I'd like to see him kind of like dip into the main base, just see what kind of production his opponent has, because that's really important, is to see what kind of infrastructure your opponent has, because if he has 2 tech lab barracks, he's going to be able to pump out a lot of marauders, and you should probably skip right off stalkers. If he has, you know, 2 reactor marines, 2 reactor barracks, god, I am not good at this currently, you should probably just, you know, put a little bit more into the High Templar, because High Templar are pretty good against marines, and, you know, also with medevacs, High Templar are amazing. You should just never stop building them, really. It looks like a scan does go down, and Jazzman does scout it off, which is kind of like the danger, and here comes the push. Maybe? Push? Push? Salvage? Salvage? Push? Alright, Jazzman's going for it, don't worry about it. He is also leaving all of his medevacs behind. You know, wise decision there. It looks like the stalker is going to get the scout off and, you know, slip away, or basically completely unharmed. It looks like that actually wasn't a bad idea, because Aeolus doesn't know how many medevacs his opponent currently has, and he's not going to know until those medevacs are punching down his front door. And honestly, medevac counts are kind of important, because it really tells you the strength of the Terran army. So the Protoss player might be like, he has no medevacs, what a tool. And then he might just build some stalkers and, you know, think he's going to destroy it. Now, of course, he does have charge done, and charge is quite dangerous versus any sort of MMM combo, along with the fact that that Psionic Storm is just about to finish. He does not yet have any High Templar, and that would be kind of important. That would be very nice for him to build. However, you know, it's not ridiculous. It looks like the Immortal is done, and oh my god, what was that? Moving the Terran force, and that was amazingly more effective than I thought it was going to be. Aeolus is going to hold this off. However, Jazzman did a pretty frightening amount of damage with that. Is Aeolus going to hold this off? Medevac's OP, what the hell? It looks like all the probes are getting pulled off the line. However, honestly, Medevacs, what the hell? How many workers did they kill back? Oh, good god! That was a massacre! Hopefully these Zealots will finally be able to wrap it up, because there's really no more medevacs left. However, he's gonna run away. Alright. Well, that was amazingly effective for our Terran player, and I don't understand why. I don't get it. I think you should have just force fielded this off and gotten another round of warp-ins in, because honestly, it would have been way better. It looks like there are 4 High Templars now. I think these are going to be used for storms, probably, maybe. I really don't know. Yeah, that's kind of just a random guess. He might morph them into Archons, however, it looks like at this point he wants to use them for storms. Now, of course, I would not really suggest him moving in, because Jazzman does have a fairly ridiculous army currently. However, I guess it's all going to be based on how well Jazzman can micro, and how well Jazzman can get ghost shots off, because he is getting ghosts right now. He has Mobius Reactor on the way. I'm surprised he didn't wait for Mobius Reactor to be like halfway done to start its ghosts. Because, you know, this first ghost is going to be popped out, and he's going to be really tired. You know, they didn't give him the coffee in the Ghost Academy. He's going to be like, I just woke up. It's 6 in the morning. What are you guys doing? Come on. So, you know, his energy level is going to be fairly low. And that was, if anybody chuckled at that, that was probably one of the worst jokes I've ever said. So, thank you. I would, just a slight call out to you guys. Great people. Jazzman looks like he's going to be going for a 3-unit drop. You know, like, it's not that big of a drop. It's basically not really a drop. It's 2 Marines. You know, it's 2 Marines and Marauder. That's not that much. And they're not actually going to do any... Oh, they are going to kill a High Templar. Ah, yeah, there we go. They are going to kill a High Templar, which is kind of major. However, then they are going to lose all of their lives. Now, of course, that was actually worth it because High Templars are expensive. So we are going to see him running away, but leaving some units on the battlefield. You know, you never want to be completely unprepared. He's also going to be going for taking his 3rd. However, Jazzman already has his 3rd up and running. So Jazzman definitely a bit further ahead on the expansion scale. We also see fairly reasonable upgrade wars. We have +2 weapons about to finish for our Terran player. What kind of upgrades is our Protoss player at? Oh, no, he's only at +1 armor. So, you know, he's getting +2 armor, which is actually going to finish later than Terran's armor, unless of course he chrono boosts it out, which he should do because he's at almost full chrono boost. And he's also supply blocked, so there's no real reason not to. We have a forward pylon being right there. However, that should get picked off by this Terran army when it comes to move out, and honestly, that's going to be kind of a bitch. We have 4 pylons getting built in the main base for our Protoss player, along with a warp prism. Ooh, warp prism. I wonder what this is going to do. I'm guessing it's just going to go harass the 3rd with maybe a Zealot warpin, or like a Zealot drop followed by a Zealot warpin. And we have Jazzman, of course, taking the OP expansion because it's really easy for Terran to defend with mech, even if they're not going mech. I mean, like, just think about it. It's so OP for Terran. Oh, God. It also looks like the factory is just chilling, dude. I mean, like, I wonder what the people that were driving this factory are doing right now. They must be, like, having a party. That would be awesome. Just a bunch of SCVs, you know, finally drinking those beer cans that they have in the back of their thing. You see that 6-pack right there? Yeah, that's right. That's right. He decided to crack one of those open when he was driving the factory. He was like, "Yeah, let's go, boys, party it up." They're like grilling stuff on the Hellions, and it's very, very nice. Jazzman is moving out. He did just reveal basically his entire army to that pylon, so our Protoss player should not be surprised at all. Now, our Protoss player has a crap ton of storms. A legitimate crap ton of storms. So I would be... that was complete overkill. Oh, God, that was complete overkill. I don't even know why. That got owned. And yeah, that was really overkill. And oh, there are the nice EMPs. However, storms are going down, and storms do a crap ton of damage. I'm not sure if anybody knew that or not. This High Templar probably should have stormed when they were all like kind of choked into us. And here comes the storm. Oh, massacre. How many kills does that High Templar have? 1? Where's the High Templar that just did that storm? Where is he? Where is he? Did he die? Did he die really? Why'd you let him die? Looks like they're going for the snipe on the Nexus. However, that is going to be very, very ill attempted. That was definitely not the right use of that word. However, I'm gonna use it anyway. I think I should have said ill-fortuned, maybe, probably. However, you know, I don't bend to your rules, grammar, so get it out. And we have Jazzman. He has quite a few reactors. He also has quite a few barracks. Yeah, he actually has a crap ton of barracks. He has 8. Of course, most of them have reactors. There are a couple of tech labs in there. However, honestly, you need more Marauders. You need Marauders or you need mech to deal with this army, because Aeolus' army is very storm heavy, and it's going to just get storm heavier, along with the fact that Colossus are on the way, and that's ranged Colossus, by the way. And if he goes for this many Marines again, his army is literally just going to get chewed apart. He is, of course, going for quite a few ghosts, and those ghosts are going to be 3/3 very soon. Protoss armor level 3 is coming up, and he's finally getting a second forge so I can start upgrading ground weapons. However, it's very late ground weapons. And the Colossus is still coming in. It's still getting its legs figured out. It's walking very reasonably. It's just like, and yeah, that was my impression of what a Colossus sounds like when it walks. I hope you all enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. And it looks like our Protoss player is now going for his own very, very OP and Imba base. Now, of course, it's less Imba for Protoss because they're Protoss. And Protoss is already imbalanced, as everybody knows, because Flash said it was so. And, yeah, we're now reaching that very awkward lull in the game, and this lull in the game will probably last until until like the 24-minute mark, where they're going to fight again. One of them's probably going to win quite decisively. I just don't know who yet. This is actually a dry cast, because I started doing those like 2 weeks ago when I started doing SCL commentary, so I actually have no idea how this game is going to end. And it looks like Jazzman is... God, why? Somebody should attack. I don't know who yet, but somebody should definitely attack. Yeah, there's really nothing interesting for me to analyze or look at. I mean, Jazzman built a planetary at the 4th, and planetaries are, of course, the reason why that 4th is very strong. He's also building 2 command centers. God, he has so many command centers. I don't know why yet. He's not building this one into anything, so it's not really for defending a position quite strongly or even just for getting way more eco than his opponent. It's kind of just chilling there. You know, I would say that it's almost having as good a time as a factory, but let's be honest. If you're grilling stuff with Hellions, which I'm guessing this factory must be doing at this point, there's no better time than that. It looks like the Terran army is finally going to be moving out and destroying those destructible rocks. Now, of course, the Protoss player does see this coming. He sees the rocks coming down. He sees the Marines, you know, kind of spazzing out trying to get there. However, the entire army is about to move in, and we are going to see a decisive engagement here, I am guessing. Aeolus has quite a few High Templars. Oh, there's the glow. Oh, beautiful, beautiful EMPs. No High Templars have any energy anymore. Basically, none of the army has any shields anymore, and that is quite annoying. Just beautifully done by Jazzman still. And, you know, these ghosts are on a rampage currently. It looks like the Marines are coming in and they're going to be trying to snipe off... I thought they were going to be trying to snipe off the Colossus, but then they didn't really target fire the Colossus. So maybe not. Maybe they were not. Maybe that was not their plan. It looks like the ghosts are the final survivors, and they are quite a few final survivors, and they actually do a reasonable amount of DPS. I mean, definitely not as good of DPS as, you know, other units that are way better at that. Oh, and the Observer got... That's what a decloaked Observer looks like? That's pretty cool. I've never seen that before. I've never actually seen an Observer hit by an EMP. I've hit plenty of Observers with fungals in my time, because I'm a Zerg player naturally. However, I've never seen one hit by an EMP. That's pretty awesome. And it looks like Jazzman is just going to move in. There's way too many ghosts. And, you know, the Terran macro mode has kicked in at this point. I don't think there's really any, you know, way that the Protoss player can come back from this. He just lost a crap ton of workers, 45 workers killed by our Terran player. He also lost his 4th base, and he's basically down to like 1 mining bases, because this isn't really a mining base. There's 1 probe on minerals and 3 probes on the only active gas. It looks like the 3rd is also about to go down, and honestly, I think now's the time for our Protoss player to, you know, tap out. Just tap out, Protoss player. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, baby. He's not going to tap out yet. He is confident in his ability to win this. But honestly, these are ridiculously heavily upgraded Terran units, and you're at a supply disparity of 33 to 151. Your Colossus can't even kill the Marines effectively, and that was like 4 Marines. There is finally the GG by Aeolus, and Jazzman's just going to chill for a couple seconds before finally leaving the game and ending the replay. So I would like to thank Jazzman for sending this replay into me. I would also like to say congratulations for winning that awesome game. If any of you guys would like to submit a replay of you doing quite awesome stuff like this, you can send it on in to boisteroussc2@gmail.com. If you guys want to subscribe to my channel or watch any other videos I've commentated, you can head over to youtube.com/user/boisteroussc2. If you guys want to stay up to date on the most recent information on the SCL, which is of course the team league that I am commentating with my co-commentators Kadoink and hopefully Grip, if I can convince him to stay on, you can head on over to sc2clans.org, or you can follow my Twitch TV channel, which is where we stream everything over at twitch.tv/boisteroussc2. I also do a lot of random shenanigans on there. I play SM&C with friends quite a bit, and that's an awesome game, and you guys should all get that. It's called Super MNC on Steam. So much fun. And now that I have successfully fallen down to just random rambling, I would like to bid you all adieu and say thank you for watching this video.